Hi, guys. Welcome to my Wonder Woman 84 review. 1984, if you need to be told what year it was filmed in. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If I think I did a review for the first one a while ago, because I've done a review for all the DC movies I think up to this point, from Man of Steel. I think most of them. I think I missed a few. And if I didn't, here's a little bit of my review for the first movie. I didn't like it as much as everybody else did. I enjoyed it more than Captain Marvel, but realistically, Wonder Woman was way too similar to Man of Steel with some similarities to even some of the Marvel stuff. So that's my Wonder Woman 84 review. Now, what about no, that's my review for Wonder Woman 2017. What about Wonder Woman 84? Well, I liked it more. In fact, you guys are going to disagree with me, but it is the only out of all the okay, one of the last fights, yeah, you got a a gray CGI person fighting the hero, like in all DC movies. But this time, the ending is different enough to be like, you know what? I like that. I like that very much. Wonder Woman 84 definitely takes place in the year 8400s. I honestly I don't want to spoil this movie. All I come in to say is, if you've seen the trailer, you know she's a certain character is back from the first movie, which made no sense. I'm not going to spoil the first movie for those who haven't seen it. I know some of you probably are like, sorry about that. Trying to make sure that the freaking phone doesn't fall. What else? And she's dealing with some trauma a little bit, just a little bit. Dealing with a little PTSD even after all this time from the first movie. And there's a reason this is 1984. Now, I am trying to give a loose description to said movie because there are some people who haven't seen the first movie, and I don't want to spoil it. What's nice is this movie doesn't feel like it retcons anything. Like if you're into the Snyder movies, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and all that, you don't have to worry because you have those movies. It feels like it could lead into its own little universe while still being kind of canon, which is nice. That was one thing I was kind of worried about for like a lot of the new DC movies. But it doesn't mess up with the timelines or anything. That being said, like I said, I very much enjoyed this one way more than the first, if I'm going to be honest. I did not, because when I walked out of the first, I felt a little bit like I was a little, there was something about it that for me for the longest time had always been like, I don't like it as much as I thought I was going to like it. And then watching Man of Steel and that back to back, it was just like, I understand. This, it feels different enough from a lot of the DC movies to be like, yeah, it's worth the watch. Now, you're gonna see a lot of, you're gonna probably feel like the first one's better than the second one. And I understand why, but for me, definitely the second one. If you're going into this for the action, it's not super action packed. The action doesn't feel as grand as the first movie would be, to be honest. The suspense isn't as the suspense for the action element isn't there. I find that with this one, everything feels more fluid, more. You've got your 80s kind of cliches and everything, and you get that from the trailer, but it's very prominent in this movie. I liked the villain. I liked his reasons. I there was a story element I didn't expect in any way, shape, or form. So I'm happy they went with that. I thought it was going to be something completely different. And if I gave a title of a movie and I said, oh, it's similar to that, it would give away the plot right away. so I'm not going to do that. There is a scene that reminded me of Indiana Jones. They did reuse Man of Steel's music at the very end. Kind of tweaked it just a bit, but they did. You can definitely tell that Snyder had a little bit of a touch on this one. But, and in a way, I just thought about it. They just reused an old Batman, one of the original Batman movies storylines. I just realized that. Wow. That being said, what would I'm going to go straight to the rating. What would I rate Wonder Woman 1984? I think an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 for sure. I liked it a lot. I think on my second and third viewing, it might be a little slow. Maybe. I liked Kristen Wiig a lot more than I thought I was going to in this movie. There's only 2 roles that I love her for. The Californians, the SNL sketch. I love that. And this movie. I haven't seen much Kristen Wiig. I saw like bits and pieces of the Ghostbuster film that she was in. But I gotta say, she does a really good job in this. Pedro Pascal does a fantastic job in this. Obviously, Gal, she does a great job in this. And those are the 3 mains that I'm going to talk about. If you haven't seen the trailer, no spoilers from there. So, highly recommended. You might not like this. If you haven't been a big fan of the DC and what they were doing before, you might like this one because it's not as dark. It is pretty dark, like storytelling near the end. But, and I just realized they used a lot of story beats from different movies in this one. Maybe if I do a spoilers review, maybe I'll talk about it. But other than that, no. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, dislike this comment if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. Streams are coming in the near future. I don't know when. So, but you're going to get a stream at some point or another. I might even have a little video very soon for you. Bye-bye.